face on the microphone, but we're mixing it up, so and yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is the first fragrance. This is the Icon by Antonio Banderas. I bought this when I was actually I was in the airport in the UK, flying out somewhere, and I was determined to treat myself to something, and this was very cheap. This was about £20, and the bottle will remind you of Versace Dylan Blue, and I think it's kind of like a dupe for that. I haven't really smelled Dylan Blue, but it's kind of like people say it's similar to Dylan Blue or even Sauvage, but it's very nice. It's like a sort of aquatic, citrusy, but with a very woody backbone. Smells very modern, very classy. It smells to me like the ultimate sort of duty-free airport fragrance. It does smell like very holiday-ish, and it's very nice. The spray is really nice. Let me show you the spray if I can get it right. There you go. Very nice sprayer. Very nice smell. There you go. Try not to spray myself in the face because I'm facing this way, so it's a bit loud. But yeah, the Dylan Blue has the coin, the Versace has the coin in there as well, so a bit of inspiration for that fragrance in inverted commas. It's very nice. Sometimes I wear this sort of when I'm working out because it is fresh. I will wear this when I have relatives around and I don't know what to wear. This is nice. It's nice, but it's not going to offend anyone unless you like completely oversprayed it. It'd be difficult. It's not mega strong, but it's cheap and very nice. A lot of his fragrances, to be honest, imitate others, but you know, hey, it's nice. It's very nice. Yeah. Okay, next. This is one of my newish favourites. This is Zadakin Voltaire. This is him. I've had this about 3.5 years now, maybe. I got it for Christmas, and it's a new favourite. This is an incense scent. I love this bottle with a sort of carved out of rock design there. It has a sort of incense note, vanilla incense, so it's a bit milky. And I didn't know if I liked it at first, but it grew and grew and grew on me, and now I love it. And this 50ml bottle is about here, so I've used a lot, and I'll definitely buy a new one when I can. I really love it. It's just so addictive. It's much better for cold weather because of that incense note, and it's so well blended, and it just, it grew and grew on me, and now I love it. But you definitely want to try this out before buying it, because you might not like it, but just do give it some time, because like I said, it grew on me. I won't spray this because I don't want to use it all just yet. That's it. Zadakin Voltaire. This is him again, fingerprint magnet, especially when I've been tapping on it. But yeah, it's a new favourite. It's actually like gone into my top 10. I'll tell you how many fragrances I own at the end of part 3, but yeah, so yeah, okay. So that's Zadakin Voltaire. This is him. Very nice, especially for the winter. Next, this is Bulgari Man Wood Neroli. Bulgari Man Wood Neroli. This one I bought towards the end of last year, so I've not even had this a year. maybe about 10 months I've had this, and I brought it with me to the USA when I visited my then wife, and I've been using it a lot. I used it a lot, on that trip, because it was like a good excuse to use it, and my fiance at the time, she really liked it. It's now my wife, but yeah, you get this like neroli at the top with sort of, again, the woody bass and other notes in there. And it's like a sort of sharp-ish but not obnoxious. Like, I don't like blood orange fragrances like Terry Dermes. I'm sorry if you like Terry Dermes, but that sharp blood orange note just I don't find off-putting. But the neroli, it's kind of similar but not quite. I do love this style of bottle as well. I used to own Bulgari Man in Black as well, which was similar to Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. Leathery fragrance. It didn't last very long though, that's the only trouble, so it lost points for that. I used it up and won't buy it again, but this one has a cool, with a bottle here, you turn it that way to activate the sprayer. Well, I'm not going to spray this because this is too nice to spray for a video, but and then you spray it that way to lock it so I can't actually spray it, but yeah. It's very nice, fresh, classy, lasts like average time, not beast mode, but it lasts a good amount of time. Let's give you guys some tappy tingles for this one. The top's just kind of plastic. I love the colour of the, I don't know if the bottle's green or the juice is greenish, but it's so fresh, and yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's quite widely available online, but you don't see it in the shops. A bit strange, so I don't know if they discontinued it, but it's like, you can get it. You can get it, so, and I do recommend it, yeah. Alright, next, this is another sort of not too well-known French brand called Courage Homme. This is Oat Twile, and I got this off eBay for about £17, so I first came across this brand when I smelled the aquatic one called Wild Ocean, and I bought that one. Actually, I have two. I'm on my second bottle of that, but that'll be in part 3. But the bottles are identical, and so this is like their OG because it's the Homme version. I love the bottle. It's really elegant and classy, and it has Courage Homme. So they're a fashion designer, as most of these guys are. Courage Homme on the side. Although I feel like Superdry, the clothing brand, had similar bottles of fragrance at one point, but I never tried any of their fragrances. Maybe the odd spray in the shop, but yeah, it's sort of like a 3D design. I don't know if you can see how it sort of comes out like that. This is a warm, spicy, ambery fragrance. Not really good for hot weather, but it's warm, spicy, ambery, but light. And comforting, so you could wear this on a summer date night, definitely. That's the info on the bottom. Because it's not overbearing at all. It's just nicely blended, so yeah, summer night you could wear it if you wanted something classy. A little bit sweet, but not too sweet. It's just nice, classy. It's one of those fragrances that doesn't hit you over the head. Sometimes you want to have a loud one, but this one is just really warm, spicy, classic. I can't really compare it to anything else, but it's very nice. I'll give you a spray, so I've got quite a bit, but I have used a bit. This is sort of big. This was like a sort of nighttime comfort fragrance during the colder months. And I would wear it during the day as well, because I wanted to wear it. And because would spray quite a lot on, maybe a bit too much, but I think with a lot of fragrances you can go too over the top but this is sort of in the middle really. But yeah, very comforting. If you want a comforting fragrance, this is it. Comforting and classy. Courage on. Next, this is Tal Man Sport. This is another one that was on my list for a long time. I saw some good reviews of this on YouTube. And I am a sucker for like aquatic citrusy fragrances, and I love the bottle. It's probably one of my favourite bottles in my collection. It's got like a curved shape there, curved rectangle. I bet there's a technical name for this. Maths was my weak point, but yeah, beautiful sort of blue bottle with a Taos label. Taos are a Spanish jewellery company, and they have quite a few fragrances actually. Now again, I've had this just under a year, but unfortunately the trouble with this is it doesn't last very long at all. So what does it smell like? It's like a really citrusy, really bright citrusy fragrance with a sort of slightly musky backbone, but it doesn't last at all. Maybe it's designed as a sport fragrance just to freshen you up after the gym, but I actually work out from home, so I've been using this just to work out, and it actually only lasts this sort of hour or so that I spend working out. And I've like, this week when it's been really hot, I've just gone crazy with this, and after an hour it's gone. I mean, I know I'm sweating as well, but even in like cooler weather it just does not last, unfortunately, which is a big, like, I paid about £40 for it, so it's about average price. Love the bottle, love the smell. Really sharp, juicy, citrusy. It's juicy, but it just doesn't last, unfortunately, so I would hesitate to buy this again, and this is going to be my summer workout fragrance. I do want to check out some of the other fragrances because I am tempted by the smell, but I'm just sort of preparing myself for the fact that they might not last. Yeah, the cap comes off like that, as I showed you before, yeah. Yeah, it is. Again, you could just go crazy with it, so I'm not going to spray this on myself because I'm wearing something else, and even though this is light, I don't want to mix up fragrances. Give myself a headache. That's Tal Man Sport. Okay, next. This is another Carven one. So I bought 4 of these. These are like Carven's exclusive collection. I bought 4 of these for my birthday last year. And this one's called Paris Prague. They're inspired by different cities, so this is inspired by Prague. I've never been to Prague, so I don't know what Prague smells like. This is an interesting fragrance. It's very warm. It's a warm, spicy fragrance. There's something like old-fashioned about it. It reminds me of old things. I can't quite put my finger on it, but yeah, this label is such a fingerprint magnet. It's got like marks and stains which won't come out anymore. And their exclusive range is expensive. It's about around 150 euro. But I got the loyalty card and got a discount when I bought 4, so it averaged out to being less than that. But yeah, I was just like, oh, what the heck, it's my birthday. I bought 4 of these, and because you can only get them in like France and Belgium or off the Carven website, and yeah, so I thought I don't know when I'll be back, so I'll just sort of splurge. And this has been my like evening fragrance, because I like it. I don't love it, but I don't want to sell it, so I've just been wearing this in the evenings to sort of get through it. And the last few weeks I've been using a lot of it. It sprays out a good amount of juice like that. And again, it's very warm. Apparently it smells like a Calvin Klein Euphoria Intense, which is a discontinued fragrance. I do like the sort of the bottles, they're quite classy, just simple, stylish, magnetic cap, but yeah. There's actually 7 of these men's ones now. Inspired by different cities, and there's even more female versions. Like, yeah, it's Paris, then another place or city. Yeah. So yeah, there's Paris Shenandoah, which is inspired by like Shenandoah Forest in Virginia, which I didn't like, too strong and woody. And then there's Angkor, and then there's there's another one as well that's new, but it's a leathery fragrance, but I didn't like it. So yeah, I have 4 out of the 7, and there's only really 2 that I might buy again out of the 4 that I have. So, and that would be the Alexandrie, which I was in part 1, which I wore for my wedding. And okay, let's do the other. Let's do the other carve, and this is Paris Tanger, inspired by Tangiers in Morocco. And this is my scent of the day, so I'm wearing this today. This is very grapefruity, grapefruit with a woody base. There are other notes listed, but very grapefruity, with a sort of pale green juice there. And it's nice for hot weather. It lasted a good while. It has a sort of strong eau de parfum. I wore this out and about, went for a coffee today. So it's nice for hot weather, but not too obnoxious. But and again, I don't think I'd buy it again, just because there's just that it's quite linear. It doesn't really change. A grapefruit and then the woody base, and that's it really. It's not. It sort of gets a bit dull after a while, but it's very classy, very fresh. Yeah, if you like grapefruit, you'd absolutely love this. It's very nice, but yeah, again, this was the first one actually when I walked into the shop in Belgium, called April. I think they're called, yeah, April. The guy tried to sell this to me, and I wasn't sure. And the Palace Alexandrie was my favourite, which you can see in part 1. Wore that for my wedding. He tried to sell this to me, and I'm always a sucker for citrusy fragrances, so this was like, yeah, number 2 on my list of these that I wanted. But yeah, very nice indeed still. But you could probably find cheaper grapefruit fragrances. Okay, let's do Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt. It's covered in my fingerprints, I'm very sorry. I do like to keep my fragrances in the box just because I just feel like it keeps them fresher. This bottle's a fingerprint magnet. I actually cleaned all my bottles before filming this video, so Bad Boy Cobalt. I don't have the original Bad Boy, but I do want it. But this is very sort of classy. It's got like a plum note in it. It is kind of an electrifying fragrance. Very nice, classy plum. I bought this in the duty free at Heathrow, and normally the 100ml is about £100, but I got this for 75 in the duty free. So yeah, and I took this on my wedding week, and then we went for our honeymoon in Paris the week after. So I did bring this on that trip primarily because it was like my shiny new fragrance that I wanted to use. So although it's a very strong initial smell, it's not, unfortunately, it doesn't last very long, or this batch doesn't last very long. It's a bit weird because when I've tried it in the shop, other bottles in the shop, I feel like they've lasted longer, and this particular bottle doesn't seem to last very long. But you can just top it up, I guess. It's an eau de parfum. yeah, it's an eau de parfum, so, but unfortunately it doesn't last. And the spray is cool. It's where you press the top like that, and it sprays like that. So yeah, yeah, but it's a very nice plum. It's got other. I don't know what the other notes are, but the plum is that sort of dominant note with some citrus, woody base. But yeah, it's definitely very nice indeed. It's probably one, and you know, it's still available. They never discontinued it, so it's obviously very popular as well. Very nice smell, classy. You could wear it during the day. I'd hesitate to wear this like to the movies or something, because it could be a bit obnoxious if it hasn't worn off. But very nice if you're just out and about, and because it will go eventually. So okay. All right, next we're back to France. Sorry about my old school furniture. I rent my place. I'm in the middle of buying a place, so I don't care about my furniture at the moment, so don't come at me if you don't like my furniture. So this is Castell Bajak, which I bought in France last year when I was on holiday with my family. I'd never heard of it, and I love weird brands that I've never heard of, and also I smelled it in the store and I loved the smell, so I had to buy it. It was a reasonable price. It was like €50 for a 50ml, and this is like a minty fresh aquatic. It's a bit deep, a bit dark, very minty, and I love it so much, so much. I've used about half of it. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, and I don't know if you can still get this, but I did see a few still in the shops when I was in Paris a couple of months ago. And I want to try their other fragrances, like the original Homme, but this cool one, maybe kind of reminiscent of On Boss Bottled Night, but that mint, whenever you have mint in a fragrance, that means it really pops. Because you've got, the spray is so good. There you go. Oh, it's such a nice mist. Probably one of the best sprayers I have as well, so yeah. And like, I bought this like halfway through my trip to France and immediately started using it. I was like, oh, I'm so glad, because before I used to like save if I bought a fragrance abroad, I would save it. I was like, no, come on, let's start using it. And it's a nice sort of reminder of my trip, and again, another new favourite. Oh no, I knocked you over. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I caught you. Yeah, that's Castell Bajak. I love reading about these designers as well. They have interesting stories. You know. Okay, next one. This is my favourite fragrance of all time. This is Kiss Me by the Body Shop. It's very light. It doesn't last, but you know what? I don't care, because I love the smell. It's a citrusy green, mossy fragrance. Used to be in a frosted green bottle, but it's in a clear bottle now. I've been wearing this for years and years. Yeah, nice little, cute little spray there. I'm going to smell like a perfume shop soon. Whenever I need to feel confident, I'll spray this on. When I don't know what to wear, I'll spray this on. I feel like this is like my lucky fragrance. Like if I need good luck, I wear this. So maybe this will be my lucky fragrance for this video, because some went on my hand, and so maybe this video will go viral, and I'll get lots of AdSense money. But anyway, I just feel like, yeah, you know, like Harry Potter's Felix Felicis, liquid luck. This is my liquid luck. I even wear this when I have like a Zoom meeting or like a French lesson. I've been learning French for 5 years. I wear this for my French teacher, because I want to make a good impression, even though they are in France and cannot smell me. I'm a crazy person. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's okay. want to feel. I want to feel confident, and this is it. It's really light green, mossy. You can go crazy with this because it is so light. It's borderline like a body spray, but when you love something, like I don't love the Tal Man Sport as much as this one. So this is, my favourite. The Tal Man Sport is also fresh and not very long lasting, but I just find this scent much more interesting, and it has more going on, I think, than the Tal Man Sport. Probably does last slightly longer than that as well, so the Tal Man Sport is without. Okay, next let's go Aqua Kenzo, as we can see that in the frame. Just have to move things around because I'm running out of space. This is another one of their summer flankers. You can still get this on their website. It's still on their website. At least the French one is. This is called Aqua Kenzo, but it's not very aquatic. I think they were going a bit avant-garde with this smell, because this is more of a sort of fruity berries. It's got a hazelnut note in it. Again, you've got the cool wavy bottle design. But yeah, it's like a warm fruity berries scent. And this is more of another one of those ones which I almost exclusively wear in spring and maybe fall. This is my second bottle of this. I bought this in a perfume shop when I was abroad. I spent ages deciding what to buy. Ended up just buying a replacement for. I had a 50ml. This is a 100ml replacement. Yeah, it's so warm and uplifting and comforting and fruity, very fruity. It's not citrusy or aquatic, I'd say, at all. But it's very nice and warm. And spray is usually pretty good on these, so yeah, it takes a while to get going, but yeah. Don't ever try to hold it by the cap though, because these caps are very loose, as you can see. So there we go, got my fingerprints all smudged all over that nicely. Oh, it smells so good though. I just got a whiff of it in the air. Okay, let's go Davidoff. This is my one of two Davidoff fragrances that I own. This is a discontinued one called Night Dive, which was released in 2015, I believe. Sorry, is that a bit loud? When it first came out, I used to smell this in a lot of the airports. And I never bought it and regretted it, and I was feeling nostalgic, and I saw this monster 200ml bottle for like £40 on eBay, so I went for it. So, because it is quite hard to get now. I do love eBay for like vintage fragrances that you can't buy anymore. Sometimes, there'll be rip-off prices, and it's a bit of a gamble if you're going to get something A, genuine, and B, that hasn't sort of gone off if it's not been stored properly by the seller. But I've actually been really lucky. So if there's something that you want that's discontinued, eBay's a good shout. Just look at the reviews, just be careful, use your common sense, but it's a bit of a lucky dip because you might find the top notes have gone just through age or something, but this smells just as I remember it. I think this batch might be, later than 2015. It might be like 17 or something, because you can check that online on a website called Check Fresh. You can check when a fragrance was made by using the batch code there. It'll tell you when it was manufactured. I've got a feeling this was like 17, so it's still like 8 years old, but still smells great. I don't know, should I spray this? I don't know. It's for ASMR. Oh, it's so nice, fresh, a little bit. It is like a dive at night because it's aquatic, but a bit deep, a bit dark, a bit mysterious. I do love the original Davidoff. If you smell the original Davidoff like I did, I felt like it was too old school when I first smelled it, but then it just like grew on me, and then I loved it. I bought a little tiny 75ml bottle and used it up. Actually, tell a lie, it was probably a 40. Used it up, and I want to buy the OG again, but I haven't owned it in a while. But I do like the original as well. It's like from 1988. It's a really old one. But I do like the cool water flankers that they bring out, and this will last me for a while, even though I just wasted some. So. Okay, another discontinued fragrance. This is Kenzo Om Night. In the old box, I've had this about 6 years. Actually, a friend of mine bought this for my birthday, and I was so happy because it'd been on my list for a while. They knew I was into fragrances, so I was really happy. And this can be quite expensive online. It's one of those, yeah, when night fragrances were all the rage. So Night Dive, Kenzo Om Night. This came out around the same time, like 2014, and I've got that much left. But this 50ml, I've made it last for the 6 years because, again, it's one I like to sort of ration but save for special occasions. I like to wear this when I'm meeting a friend for the movies, and it's just like a knife in the summer. It's a nice like day out fragrance, if you know what I mean, like a day out. It's warm, you're going out to meet a friend, you're going to a couple of cafes or bars, you're going to the movies. It'll do you for the day, it won't offend anyone, and it's nice. It has a sort of mango middle note, which is very tropical. It feels like it has coconut in it, but it's not listed, but it has that sort of mango coconut tropical. It's like a tropical cocktail vibe. Very nice. I'm really sad that they discontinued this. Yeah, it's the classic sprayer katana sword design. I'll probably, if I find it for a bargain on eBay, I'll rebuy it, but again, I've not been using it that much, so it's not going to be like top of my list to rebuy. But then if I get a big one, like 100ml, I might be able to go to town a bit more. So it still smells great after 6 year. Again, I try to store my fragrances in the boxes. So. Alright, that's the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed this. Please check out part 1 if you haven't, and check out part 3, which is coming out soon.